Okay, guys. Good morning. Good morning, all of you. Yesterday, we discussed about the introduction of ethers and the nomenclature of ethers and the classification of ethers. In the nomenclature, and we discussed that common name and IUPAC nomenclature. Okay, some more examples we see. That is CH3, O, that is CH2, CH2, that is OCH3, OCH3. What is the name of this compound? What is the common name and what is the IUPAC name? Is it possible to give common name? Not possible. That's why we have to concentrate on IUPAC nomenclature. Concentrate on IUPAC nomenclature. What is the IUPAC nomenclature? Therefore, here the substituents are that is two methoxy groups. Two methoxy groups. Therefore, the main the Susan parent carbon chain is that is 1 2 ethyl 1 2 that is ethyl group is the ethyl group Susan as a parent carbon chain. Therefore, then the IUPAC name that is like this. What is that? 1, 2. At first position, first carbon, first position, that is the methyloxy group is the substituent, and the second position also attached with the methyloxy group. Therefore, what is that? The name of this compound is 1, 2 dimethoxy ethane. Dimethoxy ethane is the IUPAC name of this compound. Then we go for another example, very important example, that is CH3 and CH3 and OC2H5. OC2H5. Nomenclature, IUPAC nomenclature, according to least sum rule. According to least sum rule, which one is correct? Therefore, this is having first numbering 1, that is 2. Therefore, then 1, 1, 2. 1 plus 1 plus 2, that is equal to 4. The sum of the substituents are equal to 4. In case of left to right, what happened? 1, 2, 2. 1 plus 2 plus 2. 1 plus 2 plus 2, that is equal to, what is that? That is 5. Which one is correct? Therefore, first one is correct. Therefore, first position, 2-methyl substituent at the first position is correct, and then second position is OC2H5. Therefore, what is that? The name of this compound is, what is that? That is, which one is taken as a parent carbon chain? This is the parent carbon chain. This is the substituent. Therefore, that is ethoxy or ethyloxy. Ethoxy, that is 2-ethoxy 1, 1 dimethyl 1, 1 dimethyl cyclohexane. Cyclohexane. This is the IUPAC name of this compound. Therefore, at the second position, ethoxy group is present. Therefore, 2-ethoxy. Therefore, that is 1, 1 dimethyl cyclohexane. This is the IUPAC nomenclature of ethers. Okay, over. Then we go for the structure of the ethers. Very important for the NEET and JEE mains also. Structure of ethers. Very important bit. Structure of ethers is very important bit. In case of NEET, MCET and JEE mains also, this is very important bit. Therefore, what is the structure? The structure of ethers, that is like this. That is R, that is O and R. Oxygen having 2 lone pair of electrons. Oxygen having 2 lone pair of electrons. The bond angle between these two bonds is equal to 111.7 degrees. 111.7 degrees. 111.7 degrees. Okay, therefore that is the bond length between the oxygen and the carbon, that is the bond length is this is the bond angle, the bond length is 141 picometers. 141 picometers. Okay, 141 picometers. When compared with alcohol, when ethers compared with alcohols, what happened? When ethers compared with alcohols, the bond angle between the two bonds, the bond angle is 108.9 degrees. 108.9 degrees between the two bonds. Okay, therefore, oxygen also having two lone pair of electrons. Why? That is, in case of alcohol, the bond angle is less than the tetrahedral bond angle. 109 degree, 28 minutes for tetrahedral. Tetrahedral bond angle is tetrahedral shape, that is 109 degree, 28 minutes. In case of alcohol, this is the little less than. But in case of ethers, the bond angle is more than the tetrahedral bond angle. Tetrahedral bond angle, what happened? What is the reason behind that? The reason behind that is, in case of alcohol, the repulsion between two lone pair of electrons, is very high, and it occupies more volume or more space. It occupies more volume and more space. That's why the bond angle is reduced. We know very well that is the lone pair of electrons. Lone pair. The repulsion between lone pair is very high when compared with lone pair, bond pair, and when compared with bond pair and bond pair. Therefore, lone pair repulsions occupied more volume. That's why the bond angle is decreasing. But here also, మీకు ఒక doubt రావాలి. What happened? Therefore, what is that doubt? In ethers also, two lone pair of electrons are present. Why it is increasing? Why in case of alcohol that is decreasing? In case of alcohols, that is the repulsion between that is lone pairs and very high. But in case of ethers, the repulsions between two alkyl groups are very high. That's why between the two repulsions, due to the repulsions, two bulky alkyl groups are far away from each other. That's why, that is the reason why in case of ethers, the bond angle is very high when compared with alcohols. Or when compared with that is tetrahedral bond angle. Okay, therefore the repulsion between two bulky alkyl groups are very high. That's why the bond angle is very high. That is equal to 111.7 degrees. 111.7 degrees. Okay, this is in case of bond angle. Therefore, and the bond length here in case of that is ethers, that is 141 picometers between the oxygen and carbon, or oxygen and alkyl. And in case of alcohols also, that is 142 picometers. Both are nearly same. There is no variation. In case of ethers, 141 picometers. In case of alcohols also, 142 picometers. Both are same. There is no variation between them. Okay, that is the structure of ethers. Okay, then we go for that is the preparation of ethers. That is, what is that? Preparation of ethers. Preparations of ethers. The first one is dehydration of alcohols. First method is dehydration of alcohols. Okay, dehydration of alcohols. Alcohols undergo dehydration. What is meant by dehydration? Simple. Hydration means water molecule. Dehydration means removal of water molecule. Removal of water molecule from the alcohol. Removal of water molecule from the alcohol. It can produce that is both alkenes and and ethers. Both alkenes and ethers. Just we see that is CH3, that is CH2, that is OH, ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol undergoes dehydration in presence of H2SO4, sulfuric acid. In presence of H2SO4, there is a possibility to form two products. One is alkene, CH2 double bond CH2, alkene, and the second one is ether, CH3 CH2, that is O, that is CH2 CH3. There is a two possibilities. One is the formation of alkenes and the second one is the formation of ethers. Therefore, what is the reason here? Therefore, the formation of product, it is depend upon the reaction conditions. It is depend upon the reaction conditions. At high temperatures, that is 443 kelvins. At 443 kelvins temperature, the formation of alkenes takes place, that is ethene. At low temperature, that is at 413 Kelvin. 413 Kelvin temperature in presence of same H2SO4, at 413 Kelvin temperature formation of ethers takes place. At a high temperature, possibility to form alkenes. At low temperature, possibility to form that is ethers. Therefore, the reaction conditions are very important here. The predominant conditions for the formation of ethers are, one is low temperature and the second one is primary alcohols. In case of secondary and tertiary alcohols, there is a possibility to form again alkenes. That's why the predominant conditions in this process, the predominant conditions for the getting alcohols are that is primary alcohols or low hindered alkyl groups. Low hindered alkyl group and then at low temperature. Okay, then we go for the second one is Williamson synthesis. That is a very important name reaction. Very important name reaction. That is Williamson synthesis. Williamson synthesis. This is more suitable and more appropriate synthesis in laboratory also. Why? It can give it can produce from this reaction we can get the symmetrical and unsymmetrical ethers also. What is the reaction? Is alkyl halide reacting with that is sodium alkoxide. Alkyl halide reacting with sodium alkoxide. Sodium alkoxide, therefore, formation of what is that? Ethers takes place. Here, removal of what is that? NaX. Removal of NaX, formation of ethers takes place. Let's see one example. That is the methyl chloride. Methyl chloride reacting with that is sodium ethoxide. Sodium ethoxide, a formation of here removal of NaCl. What is the remaining? CH3OC2H5. The remaining compound is the CH3OC2H5. What is the name of this compound? That is ethyl methyl ether. From this reaction, we can get the symmetrical as well as unsymmetrical ethers also. Just one example, another example, that is CH3, that is ONA. Tertiary tertiary alkyl group. That is tertiary alkyl group. Therefore, tertiary alkyl group here, and this is reacting with methyl halide. Therefore, Cl, that is CH3. Methyl chloride. Methyl chloride. Here also removal of NaCl. Removal of NaCl. What is the remaining compound? That is CH3. C. That is CH3. CH3. That is O. That is CH3. Substituted ethers also possible to form in case of Williamson synthesis. In case of Williamson synthesis, substituted, that is ethers also produced in this reaction. That's why this is the very important reaction. Okay, just one observation we have to see here. What is that observation is, when that is tertiary alkyl halide, that is CH3 and CH3, that is Cl. Tertiary alkyl chloride. Tertiary alkyl chloride, when it is reacting with that is sodium methoxide. Reacting with sodium methoxide. What is the product? What is the product? Obviously, we are essentially there is formation of ethers. But in this reaction, there is a more possibility to form alkenes. More possibility to form alkenes takes place rather than ethers. What is the alkene product? The product of alkene is CH3 and C double bond CH2, that is CH3, and the remaining one is what is that? NaCl. Remaining one is NaCl plus CH3 and OH. Methyl alcohol formation takes place. The main product is alkene. Why? What is the reason? In previous example, we take what is that? Methyl sodium tertiary alkoxide. But here tertiary alkyl halide. What is the reason? In case of tertiary alkyl halide, the product is what is that? Alkene. In case of tertiary alkoxide, the product is ether. What is the reason? The reason is in case of tertiary alkyl halide reacting with methoxide, that is sodium alkoxide. That is methoxide or sodium alkoxide. Sodium alkoxide is not only a nucleophile. It is also acting as a strong base. What is the property of strong base? It is having a property to abstract hydrogen from the alkyl halide. Why? This is act as a very strong base. That's why easily abstract the hydrogen from the any one of the methyl group, formation of alkenes takes place. Okay, then we go for another reaction. This is the very important observation in case of Williamson synthesis. Then we go for these are the two preparations. One is dehydration in presence of H2SO4 and second one is Williamson synthesis. Then we go for what is that? Then we go for properties of ethers. First one is physical properties. First one is physical properties. First one in the physical properties, the first one is that is boiling point. What one is boiling point? Ethers boiling point is same as the corresponding alkanes. Ethers boiling points are same or resembles the alkanes boiling point. or when compared with alcohol, it is very, very less. Why? Take one example, that is butane, CH3, that is CH2, CH2, CH3. Okay, the boiling point is what is that? That is 309 Kelvin, 309.1. Okay, 309.1. Okay, and that is the ethers, that is CH3, CH2O, that is CH2, CH3, diethyl ether. The boiling point is 307.6 Kelvin, 307.6 Kelvin. And in case of alcohols, that is the boiling point is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2OH. Corresponding alcohol, that is 1 butanol. The boiling point is 390 Kelvin. 390 Kelvin. There is so much of difference between, that is ethers and alcohols. What is the difference? What is the difference is that is ethers also having net dipole moment. Ethers also having net dipole moment, like that is alcohols. Therefore, in case of ethers, there is no possibility to form hydrogen bonding. That is intra-hydrogen bond. No possibility to form intra-hydrogen bonding. But in case of alcohols, they can form hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding, that is the reason why, that is ethers having low boiling point when compared with alcohol. Alcohols having, that is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Due to that, boiling point is very high in case of alcohols, very low in case of what is that? In case of ethers. That means dipole moment does not affecting on the boiling point of the ethers. Okay, that is the boiling point. And the second one is physical properties. The second one, solubility or miscibility. Okay, both that is ether